Hello guys, my name is Apurva. I'm a full-time swing trader in Indian stock markets and this is what I do whole day. Now in this video, I will be explaining Inside Bar Strategy. I'll be sharing a lot of tricks, ideas behind this strategy. I'll be sharing some rules on a daily time frame and weekly time frame. Along with that, I will also be sharing its screener, how to screen these stock using the Chartink platform on a weekly time frame. Then I'll go to the daily time frame as well, and towards the end we will discuss some advanced filters in order to crystallize this strategy. Stay tuned till the end to get the best. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and like this video right now. Let's start by understanding the inside bar. So let's say that this is a red candle. Its high is this point, open is this point. This is the closing of the red candle and that's the low of the candle. Now that is on a daily time frame. It's a red bearish candle, and then the next day opens a slightly gap up. It goes down and then starts moving on the higher side, and closes around this area. But stock also touched that level on that particular day, got rejected and closed somewhere around this area. Now these 2 days of candlestick pattern will look something like this, where the stock is telling that this current day's high, low, open and close, every single thing that happened on this particular day, on the current day. Now this is telling that all of these values, high, low, open, close, everything that has happened today is enclosed within the price range of this high right here. Let's mark that with white, and this low that's been created at this area. Now if you see, that is the inside bar. That means this whole candle, that means this one candle right there is being contained by the whole previous price action. Now let's just say another candle has been created the next day, because this was the opening, so market opened sideways, let's say, started moving on the higher side and it goes around this area. Okay, and that's a green candle again. Now that is the open and the high of the candle. Now I will again say this is also a inside bar for day number 2. Now let's just say that the market opens again here and it starts falling from this area to this area, and it definitely went to the bottom price and creates a red candle like this. So again we can say that this candle is also a inside bar. Now while naming all these inside candles as inside bars, we are also naming this big candle as the mother bar, the one big bar. Now the strategy that I'm going to share you is with respect to the daily and weekly time frame. So everything that I'm telling you is in line with that. This mother bar can also be green in shape. That means the market opened here, it went to this high but closed around this area, let's say on a weekly time frame. Again the same logic, this is the low of the market, let's mark that with white. This is the high of the market. Next day if you see, the market opens a big gap down right here, and after that big gap down again it starts moving on the higher side. It moves and moves and moves towards the upside and then comes back and closes somewhere around this area. That is how the next week's candle would look like. Now this whole week's candle is also known as insider week right here. This is a insider week. Now again the same thing, this right here, this big candle would be named as mother bar for the weekly time frame, just like this candle was named as the mother bar for the daily time frame. Now this on the daily time frame can also be green and red in shape, and the weekly time frame mother bar can also be green and red in shape. Now let's dive into the strategy part. Now guys, let's say that the market was continuously moving to the downside. It creates this mother bar here. How can we identify that? Only after the inside bar has been created on the daily and weekly, and once it's been done, the price is moving in this range. After this price action, let's say that the market gaps up a bit and starts moving on the higher side, and it gives a breakout like this on the daily time frame. Now it moves above the high of the mother bar, so the mother bar is no longer in action and the inside bar has given a breakout here. So that's what we call a inside bar breakout here. We trade that breakout. Okay, let's say that the same thing is happening here. The stock starts moving on the higher side and closes somewhere around this area like that. So in this situation also, we'll call that this is the mother bar, that's the inside bar, and this candle opens here, starts moving on the higher side, it gets rejected somewhere around this area, but then again it starts moving on the higher side because it's a weekly time frame, and finally closes on the Friday. That's the weekly end here at this area. So we can say that yeah, that's a weekly time frame inside bar breakout. Now there are some more rules I would like to tell you in which this setup, it's a big cross. So how you can skip the noise, because you will get to see this a lot in the markets, how you can magnify on the A plus part of the inside bar setups. Let's dive into that. For example, I've created the box here. This box identifies the high and the low of this mother bar created. Now if you see after this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 nine candles were being made until the price breaks on the downside. First of all these 9 candles are known as inside bars, and this as the mother bar of those 9 candles. But on this 10th day right here, the stock starts moving on the downside. This is the noise part. The moment you see that the high or the low of the mother bar is being tested, either it closes below this area. Now once it closes below this area, that means it's a short position on a smaller time frame. But on a bigger time frame, if you're a swing trader, you're going for longs only, then this tells you that you are just going to skip that particular stock. Now I'm not interested in that price action. Price has the tendency, because the price has now the tendency to just come back up a little and move towards the downside. That's the whole logic. Now the second thing that can happen here is the price moves down, but it closes back up again. Again it moves down, closes back up again. Okay, so it is coming back inside the mother bar. In this situation also, if you see, the candles are telling you now you don't have to follow this setup anymore. So you give it a cross mark. Now why? Because the candles are no more staying inside your mother bar. Means these are not insider candles anymore. Your setup is off now. In this situation also I put a cross to the setup, and in this situation also I put a cross to the setup. Here in this example you guys can see this is the mother bar, one inside week, the second inside week, and on the third you can say that the setup is no more a valid setup. Now one more, you guys can see again this is the mother candle, 1 week inside bar, second week inside bar, and on the third week the setup goes below and it is not closing below this. So even the short positions cannot be made on this particular area. Mother bar, the red mother bar, and then one insider week. Let's see what happens. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this is Thursday. So on Thursday you can see that the stock has finally broken the high of the mother candle. Now two things can happen from here. If it comes back inside this area, we are leaving it because it's no more a mother candle setup. But if it is staying there, then we are playing the trade. Thursday, and that is Friday. So Friday the stock has closed. Now we will take a setup here. I like the below the candle thing, and we are playing for 1:1.5 or 1:2 here. Let's see. So you guys can see that's how you do it. Let's move to some more examples, and then it creates this red mother bar here. One inside week, and the next week you can say finally the price closes on the higher side and it's a Friday closing. So simple entry, keeping a stop loss below for 1:1 for the, see first I like to play for the 1:1 so that first target is done. Okay, so once the 1:1 is done, you can either keep it exactly at the 0 after 1:1 or below the previous swing low. Okay, now I would like to go for 1:2 from this point, and then I will take my stop loss below the previous swing low. This will give me a 1:5 risk reward ratio now from this point onwards. You can see that some patience, and that's how you book your target. Creates a inside bar here. Let's see what happens. So that's the second inside candle, but now it is breaking on the higher side. Now if it closes inside this area, I'm skipping it. But if it closes above this area, then I'm interested in the trade. So yeah, that's my entry around that area. I'll keep the stop loss at this point. That's a big stop loss because it's a weekly time frame one. And again, 1:2 can be played in this manner. Let's see. That's how it's done. So that is the whole overall thought process of the risk management rules of this particular strategy. Now, first you have to type Chartink on your browsers. It will take you to this page. Click on scan, chart and trade. Then at this area, you will see screens written, and on the screen it is written create your own scan. This will be the screen right in front of you. I have already written my codes here. I will share these codes with all of you in the comment section. You can directly copy from there. So Control C on this code right here, and this space you need to just paste this here and click on the generate button. The moment you click on the generate button, it will show something like this. It will come out like this, and you can run the scan, and there will be a lot of inside bar setups here. For example, if I click on this one, for example basis, I am sharing this, that this is the mother candle right here, and this is the insider week, and then this is again the insider week right here. So in this manner, you will see, again, this is the mother bar, insider week. Again, this is the mother candle, insider week. Okay, this is for the weekly time frame. Now on the daily time frame, just the weekly stuff is removed and the daily is being put at this area, but still I will be sharing the code in the comment section for the daily one. As just hover over some of them. This is the daily time frame chart, and this is the daily time frame mother candle and the daily time frame inside bar. On the weekly or the daily time frame will give you one mother candle on the weekly or the daily, and then it will give you one inside bar on the weekly and daily, which is the current inside bar, right? You can definitely make a watch list of it and keep seeing when they are giving the breakout. One more thing is that how to identify if the setup is already created in the past and it is still continuing with multiple inside bars. For that, you can make it a bit more advanced. Now that code is also right here. In this code, you guys can see 3 days ago price action is also in use. You guys can use the 4 day ago, three weeks ago, also type price action according to that. You guys can just copy paste this if you know how to do it. Otherwise, I will share the code below in the comment section. Was the candle created here? That was the mother bar. Now this is on the daily time frame. This was the candle created. That's the mother bar, and it's been 1 day, 2 day, and today it was the 3rd day, and it has given the breakout also. So right here, if you see, again the same thing. A candle is being created 1 day, 2 day, and today is the 3rd day. So now you just have to remove the 3 days to the 2 day, and you will see 2 inside bars. You make it 3 days, 3 inside bar, 4 days, 4 inside bar, 5 days, 5 inside bar. So slowly and steadily you will get lesser and lesser result, and when you see the results are not coming, that means there is no stock that is having that number of inside bars, and you are just done with your scan. Overall, if you do this, I guess you will be able to find out a lot of stocks, a lot of ideas will be at the back of your mind. At the end of the day, it is about your mindset and your risk management. On this number that I am sharing right now, in order to learn my A+ strategy in depth, definitely subscribe this channel for more content. Do not take anything word by word that I'm saying here. Please backtest. I'm sharing all these strategies. I'm doing all this hard work only for you guys to backtest. So simply put this into work on the paper trading. See how the backtested results are. At least scan this on 50 trades, 60 trades, and let's have a talk after that. See you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe this channel. We are going for 10,000 subscriber this month.